that were in chunks. So like you can see here, that's not broken.
Oh, it's not?
That was glued in there. So it was sawed off and glued in. But it wasn't glued in very well, right? Because there's a big old
You need to write up a
gap
report
in
and
it.
give it to this owner and say, this is what your saddle was.
Well, I told her she's going to come to the next one when I have this one all fully disassembled.
buying her
That way
next
she
saddle,
can see
she
it.
might think twice.
But we can see we've got a big break here, right? We've got a secondary break in the middle here. That's in the metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what else do we have? Our billets are connected to the tree, right? We've exposed our tree points and our stirrup bar. And you can see when we open up this leather here that our billets are attached to, this tree is even more broken than we originally thought it was. So it's got another break here that's really bad. All of the chunks.
No, get up. Was that pad at one time?
Yeah, so this is all foam, is what it was. Yeah, I was going to say it's not. And you can see this is what it was. That's the stuff that's halfway still together, right? So as we pull. Yeah.
What is that?
So that's old foam. Shaped tree still because she's got that. This mirrors her angle fairly decently, and it changes. So if you notice, or if you look, it'll change a little bit as she drops her head and as she raises her head. If I can get her to drop her head. There we go. So did you see the subtle change there?
Yep.
Now if I get her to raise her head up, you see the difference? So that's why checking your saddle fit, not just at one time. Whereas before we could get 3 fingers, but we've got a little bit longer tree point. So as the tree gets wider, even if your tree points don't get longer, that can change where the tree point hits your horse as well. So then if I look from the front, this tree point is at an angle that mirrors her body now. But as she fills out here, what's going to end up happening is she's going to have, it's going to be too tight up here, and then it's not going to make contact down at the bottom.
So if she does that, just looking at that.
Yeah. So if she filled in right there,
so
then you would have more.
Is it possible at some point, if this filled back in, she would go to a U shaped?
It's possible, yeah.